Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. It's G from Happiness and Crafting. So I haven't got a clue what I'm making at the moment, but I found all these lovely bits of coffee stained card that I must have done at some point. These are old work files, covers, which I have coffee stained as well. So I thought these looked really yummy and I wanted to use them in something, so I thought I'd make sort of like some type of simple folio or something like that. We'll see what comes up. And I've got my lovely papers here which I'm going to be using as well. Now these are all printed on the back, so I found a nice pile of these. It's got some sort of odd bits as well in here. That's the one that I was using the other day. So I'm going to pop those to the side and let's have a go. Now, I'm not 100% sure what to do, but I've got, I don't know, I could use one of these. This is just an old work file. Look, it's got lovely sort of like old staples in it, which I quite like, which I think I might leave in there. So shall we use one of these? Which one should I use? The small. Shall we use this one? Let's use this one. I don't mind if it's got rips and bits in it. Obviously I don't want it this big. So what shall we do? We will cut it down a little bit, I think. What should we do? Should we just make, I'm just going to fold. I'm just going to fold it like this. So we can open that up. That can open up like that. Should I keep this words on there? That's quite nice, that writing on there, isn't it? Should we go this way or should we go in? Decisions. That could be the back, couldn't it? Let's not just have it. Should we have it like that? Okay, so if I get one of these papers and fold that like that, that sort of will fit in there, won't it? Should we do it like, where's a pencil? Should I just mark it off? Let's just mark it off there and cut that. I'll have to cut it. I was going to rip it, but I think this is card, so it's a bit thick. Let's get my little guillotine out, pop that underneath. So. Lovely. Let's just start there, shall we? We can use that for something on there as well. So that would sort of open up like that. We can pop some papers in there. Then that can open up at the back. Lovely. Now, shall we add these bits in as well? Let's take that off like that. So that, we could actually use that like a little pocket, couldn't we? And then that could open up. That's what we shall do, I think. Let's bend this. I stick that on. I'm going to bend it. Just bend that a little bit. I use that as a pocket. I can't use that as a pocket if I'm going to. Oh dear, something stuck in my throat then. So if I stick that onto there, that can come down, that can open up, all sorts of things we can do, isn't there? I think. Let's see. I'm just gonna glue this. I'm just going to glue it as I go, and then we can add bits to it, stick bits on, and see what we come up with. So let's just put that not quite at the bottom, but there, like So that can come over. It's quite thick card, but then again I quite like, I could put a little pocket in there, couldn't I, on that bit. Okay, that looks good. That can come down. We shall put this side. What shall we have for this one? We could stick that on like that, couldn't we? Should we just have lots of sort of pockets and things? That could open up. We could have something on there. Right, I'm going to get another piece of this. I don't really want to cut that unless I could. Maybe I will. Let's just bend this over a little bit. Like that. Where's my phone folder? There we go. I think I will have to cut this little piece off here. Shall I cut that off, or shall I cut this piece off? Let's go down like that. Cut a little V out, I think. So that means this piece can stick on there. Is that the back? Maybe I'll stick that on there. Was I going to do it this way, or was I going to do it this way? This way, wasn't it? That's it. Let's stick it like that. So I'm going to leave that open, that side. I'm going to stick this piece down. I hope I'm not confusing you too much. I'm confusing myself. So that piece can stick down like that. Shall I stick that bit, or shall I leave that there? I might leave that like that. Stick that, so then that opens up. Okay, let's stick this down. A little bit of glue. I do like making things up as I go along. I'm sure that's the right way. This is why I'm filming it, because I will probably never remember how to do it after this. Pop that down. Stick that on there. This is my new bone folder, and it's really lovely. I'm not sure what it is, whether it is made out of bone, I don't know, but it's very lovely to use. Okay, that goes like that. That doesn't, I don't quite like that together like that. Maybe I'll add another piece to this so it goes over the top a little bit more. Okay, so that's the front. I'm going to use that as the front. That opens up and that comes out like that. So I need to stick something behind that because I want that to go over this just a little bit. So what shall we put on there? Shall we just have a piece? Oh look, that will, oh, not quite, will it? Where did that other piece go? This piece. That goes. If I do that, then I could have like a little tuck in there, couldn't I? Okay. So let's just eyeball it. Let's make it to say there. Right. Let's put this to the side. I think it's going to have to go this way. Length of it. Where's my pencil gone? Oh, disappeared. Let's just mark that there. Chop that off. And then I'm going to stick that. Actually, I quite like that bit. So that sort of comes over there a little bit more. That's better, isn't it? That's lovely. Okay, so I need to, I might just sew that down through there, but I will stick it first, I think. Shall we ink a little bit? I'm forgetting to ink, aren't I? So if that goes on there like that, so you're going to see this bit, so this bit needs to be inked. Even if I'm going to cover it up, let's just ink it just in case. It's got to go this way, that's it. So then that side's inked up. Okay. What shall we put? Shall we put that on there? Like that. Okay, I'm going to just do a tiny little pencil mark so I know which bit to glue. I'm going to glue this bit here, and this bit here, and then down here. This might come out as a complete disaster, or it might come out quite nice. We shall see. So, where those little pencil marks are, we can just stick that down. Let's open it up, shall we? I'm not quite sure whether it's going to be enough glue on there. Might need to sew that to hold it on a little bit better. Wow, that's better. I like that. So then that opens up, and then we've got like a little pocket here. Oops, don't want to unstick it. And then we could put something else on there, couldn't we? Love it. Okay. Let's do something else for this end, this side. So what shall we do? That opens up. That opens up. Shall we put something in here? Shall we put like a little pocket on this bit? That needs to go down like that. I'll wrap, I think, to close it. Maybe we'll just wrap something around it. Decisions. I think I'm going to just ink this just a little bit. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to add, I think I'm going to add a little bit of this. I think I'm just going to have a little sort of pocket in here. Nothing too fancy, I don't think. Let's just cut that down. Pop a little pocket on there. Actually, I might have a little double one. Should we pop a little double one on there? And that can sit on there. So we'll have a pocket there and a pocket on there. Let's ink this up. So this can go on here. I'm going to stick something on the back of here. What shall we have? Shall we just have a little bit of this? That looks okay, doesn't it? Shall we have this bit? Where's my ruler? Let's just... do that. I'm going to cut this down just a little bit, just so I can see the back a little bit more, I think. Just so that sort of like sits on there like that. And we shall stick that on. What shall I stick it on with? Glue stick, or I think I'll stick it on with some wet glue. I think this will probably stick down a little bit better. I think it's good to do things like this sometimes because it makes you think a little bit more about how you can actually make things and do things and put things together. Just as a very random act, basically. Let's stick this down. Lots of glue everywhere, but that does not matter. Perfect. Oopsie daisy. I'll flick that out the way. So this can go on there like that. Now what I'm going to do, I'm just going to add a little bit of this on there. Doesn't matter if it's not straight or anything. I'm going to stick that onto there just so it sort of like matches in with that back piece. And I might actually sew this on and sew this together because this is quite hard card and I want it to sort of like sit properly on there. So let's just add a little bit of this. A little bit of glue. Not too much because I'm going to sew that anyway. Pop that down there. There we go. Lovely. And then that can sit on there, so we have a double pocket. Okay, I'm going to quickly just go and sew. I'm going to sew along this bit here, and then I'm going to sew along, well, and then I'm just going to sew the whole thing together like that. And then we can just stick that down along those three edges. So 2 seconds. Okay, lovely. That's really cute, isn't it? So that will just sit on there. I think maybe I'll have sort of like some random sewn bits and some bits that I haven't actually sewn on here. I'm just going to just stick it. Just make it and stick it as we go. So let's just go along the edges here. Like that. And we will worry about what we're going to pop in it at the end. Oh, it's quite nice to have something that's sort of like empty anyway, that you can keep in your stash. And then if you've got some odd tags and papers and journal cards that you can just add into it at some point. There we go. Fabulous. Perfect. So that can go, well actually that goes like that and that goes like that, doesn't it? So, love it. Actually what we could do, I could put a little thing on here, couldn't I? To hold that down. Maybe a little bit of Velcro. Maybe one of my little Velcro thingies. We shall see. So that can go like that. Love that. Now I'm going to pop I don't want to hide that paper clip actually, because not paper clip, staple, because I quite like it, but if it has to be hidden, that's going to go like that. That's that. That's that. Okay. Let's just keep doing the front, I think. What should we put on here? Something here. Let's use a different piece of paper, shall we? Lots of lovely bits on here. Could have this one with all the little grungy bits on, couldn't we? Not the grungy bits, but the odd bit on there. Let's see. What are we going to do? I think I will just pop that. Actually, I might just open that up. So I'm going to fold this because we've got stuff on the back. And that's going to be too big now. Not necessarily. Do we like it popping out? That doesn't matter, does it? No. Okay. I'm going to have to just cut a little bit of this off so I can stick this down. So I've got like a little ridge there. So how much do we need? I think I will leave it so we can see that staple in the bottom. I'm going to do it from here. I'm going to stick that like that. So then again we got another one that opens out. I do like things which lots of little flaps and pockets on here. Perfect. I'm going to just stick this down. Go. Lovely. Perfect. Shall we do? Should I put this on here? Going to put that on there, I think. Don't really want to waste anything, so let's just pop these bits down first, I think. Get all that glue off. Printed these papers, I think these are what I normally print on. I'm not quite 100% sure, but I think this is 160 GSM that I'm using. So I'm going to stick that there, so then we've got a little tuck and a little pocket. And we will just glue this down like this. Lovely. Bit of glue everywhere, but that looks really nice, I think, doesn't it? So we've got there, and then we've got a little pocket there, and I think we'll just leave that for now, and then you can just gradually add in. So that will go across there. Now I need to pop something along here. I think I might just pop just a random piece of this, shall we? So that's going to bend there. Make sure it closes. So that can go on there. That can go there. Do we need any of that showing? Don't think so, unless we have this. We could do all sorts of things, couldn't we? That could come off. Don't want it to be too complicated, do we? No, I think I'm just going to actually tear this down, because we could get over complicated. Stick that down there, and then I'm going to just turn this bit over, so this can be like the pocket side, and we can have a pocket in that bit, couldn't we? And that just shows there like that. Lovely. Definitely eclectic-y type. Or I could have it like that. No. It'll be upside down then, won't it? So let's put this. Wow, this does make you think. So I could put something here. Shall I pop another bit of this so it looks like it's... Yeah, I think I might actually. I'm going to just tear another little piece of this off. Not too much. And then I can stick this whole piece down. And I'm going to stick this right on the edge. So that's stuck down, and that goes on, and that looks better, I think. And then we've got the little pocket in there. That looks good. Let's stick this on. Make sure we're the right way round. Pop this on there. Now I think I might sew this piece, so it's got a little bit of stitching on it. I think I will. Okay, I'm just going to stitch around this edge bit. I'm not going to stitch around this bit, just this bit, so 2 seconds. Okay, so there we go. That looks really nice, doesn't it? So I'm just going to stick that on there. Then we've got that lovely pocket in there. So put that on here. Okay, I wonder how many pockets and tucks I can get into this little folio. Let's see, so where's the edge there? Just like that. Oops. glue everywhere. Okay, that looks good, doesn't it? So that opens up. We've got that, we've got that. I love all the different papers together. I think they look really, really nice. So we need to do something with this, don't we? Shall I put a whole piece on there? Or should we have two separate pieces? See if that goes. I might actually pop a little bit of fabric or something along here. Should we do a bit too? Should I just fill that in with some different papers? Now I've got all my little cutters here. Let's just pop those to the side. Shall we go for green? Now I don't need these bits of card. Let's take these little pieces off. I do love this one. This is probably one of my favourites. So I could put that like that, because, and I could cut it down because then I'm going to put some fabric across there anyway. So let's do that. Let's turn it this way. Pop that on there. Oops. That down. Okay. I want to just wiggly woggly the edge like that, just so they fit in, and then I'm going to just tear this in half. Like this, then we have one this side and one that side, like that. Well, I could have done this one a bit bigger, couldn't I? That's okay, because they weren't the same size. But I'm going to put some fabric down there anyway, so that can be left like that. I should have really inked around this, shouldn't I? So that was a bit silly. Right, that's done, I think, isn't it? I did that. Okay. Let's stick that on there. Perfect. Love it. So that goes like that. Now that looks really nice, doesn't it? Love it. So I need a little bit of fabric, don't I? Or should I do that at the end? Let's not do that now. But I do need to put something on this, unless I might just leave that, because that's quite a nice colour, isn't it? Let's just leave that, because I might do something else with that. But we need to do this. Let's just start from the front. I need to put something in there as well. So let's do this bit. Or shall we just figure out what we're going to do with the inside? Let's figure that out first, shall we? Shall we add a few more little things that flip and flap everywhere? What have we got? We've got a little bit of green. Got this green. Let's pretty much cover it up anyway, don't we? So it doesn't really matter. What shall we do with this? Let us, right, I'm going to just fold this bit down, because this needs to stick down like that. So I'm going to stick that so that will stick down and open up. Okay, but do we want to put any papers in there? Do we want to use that as a little journal as well? I suppose I could actually stick a piece in. I might have to do that first if I'm going to pop a journal in there. Let's see, let's just make this anyway. Going to pop this. I might actually have it this way round. So, but I might stick a little bit of fabric down there. Right. First thing I'm going to do is add some paper. Let's add a little bit of that because that's really pretty, isn't it? Yeah, I think I might actually just I'm going to add that right across like that, I think. Let's turn this piece up so it sort of fits. Just round the edges off just a little bit. That's just going to be stuck down, and then I'm going to stick stuff over the top of this. Okay, now shall we make it so we've got a little pocket on this side as well, so we can pop things in there. That might be a good idea, mightn't it? And then I can always stick stuff over the top, that doesn't matter. But what we're going to have to do is fold this so we know where to glue. So that's going to go there. Like that. Yes, I like that. And then I'm going to have that as a little pocket. So let's just ink this edge here. Okay, did I stick that? That's stuck down, but that's not. So that's like a little tuck in there, but that's not. So I could actually put a whole piece of paper over the top of that, couldn't I? And on that piece, like that. But let's sort this side out first. That can go on there like that. Shall I pop a little notch in there? No, I think that looks okay. Okay, what I'm going to do, I'm going to stick this whole piece down. So I'm going to stick this side down first. Okay. Just stick that on there so it's in the right place. This will just fold over like that, won't it? So that's going to be the front. I do like this. This is turning out really nice. Not sure about this flappy bit though. Not quite sure about that bit. We shall see. So this is going to be a pocket. That can go on there. So let's just glue these little bits down on this side, unless I want to put something else down on here. No, not for now. This side and this side. Open this up. Oh my gosh, which way are we going? Squash that down. And this top base. And stick down. Lovely, look at that. So we've got a little pocket. I won't pull that in case it comes off. And then that. So that's going to be the front of our sort of folio flippy journaly thing. That's a pocket there. That we need to put something on there. This opens out. We've got pockets there. I'm not quite sure about this piece. Not sure at all. I might just take that off. We shall see. It's a bit thin, unless I stick a little bit of card or something to it. Feels like it's a bit too thin on there. We shall see. So we've got a little pocket there, we've got a little pocket there, a couple of pockets there. Need to do something on this front piece, don't we? On there, but I will see. Let's just get the main bits of this done. Right, I was going to pop that on here, wasn't I? But I suppose it could probably go there as well. Put another strip of paper down there. And this could go like that. Okay, let's just pop that there. What shall we do with this? Shall I just have pocket things on here? Let's just leave that middle bit. I'm going to leave that in there, and then I think I'm going to cover this over, because that's going to be the back, isn't it? So that's the back page. But I do like this little flappy bit coming out. We can stick something in there. Okay, let me just do a little bit more inking, which I've missed. Oh, that's going to have to come out. Let's just ink these little bits up. Get a little bit of colour on there. Oh, I don't know how I'm doing for time. I'm going to have to change my battery, I think, because I can see the light flashing. So I will be back 2 seconds. Let me just change my battery. Let's just pop that there. Okay, so there we go. I've just changed the battery. So where were we? What was I going to do? Was I doing the back page? I think I was trying to think what we can do with the back, wasn't I? Quite liking this though. I'm going to cover this piece up. Let's just randomly cover this piece up, shall we? Just because we can always add to these pieces. I can always add on top. Stick on top, can't we? Let's just eyeball that like this. Let's tear this off. I do love these papers though, they are really, really lovely. I'll link what papers I'm using anyway under the video. Is that about right? I quite like this section, so I'm going to leave that on there, and then we are going to pop that on there. I think it might need a little trim, not sure. Let's just go right to the edge. What do you reckon? That's about right, I think. Perfect. I'm going to just trim this off because I think that was a little bit too long. There we go, that will do. Let's just round this so it matches the top piece there. Just a little bit. So let's just pop that on here like that. Lovely. Let's do it this way. Pop that on there. Lovely. That's nice, isn't it? Oh, you could even have that going over that way, couldn't we? Do you like this? Okay, so that's that one. Oh look, I've got glue everywhere. That's not a surprise. Okay, so must remember we've got a little pocket here, which I should have probably put paper on this first, shouldn't I? But that's okay, it doesn't matter too much. What should we put on here? Should we put this on there? Like that. Let's put that on. There we go. Tear this down. The nice thing about ripping the paper and doing it like this, there's no measuring, which I am absolutely dreadful at measuring. Or it's not that I'm dreadful, it's just that I just don't like measuring things. I like to just sort of like make. And this is a good one, so if you're like me and you just like to sort of make things without really sort of thinking about it and doing it, this is a great one to do. So get your bits of card and paper and just make it up as you go along. Because that's the fun of crafting, isn't it? That's lovely. Probably would help if I had it out the right way round. There we go. That's better. Let's stick this down. Oops. Lovely. Let's see. It's not a big pocket, so it only goes in that much, but it's still a little nice little tuck spot, isn't it? Lovely. Lovely, lovely, lovely. Super. Okay, what should we do on the back page? I might think I might just, should we ink this little bit up? Do you think? Okay. Oops. I like that. What have we got I can put in there? Do you think I can sort of slot just this bit on that bit in there? What do you reckon? Let's just see. I'm going to tear this off anyway. That looks quite nice, doesn't it? If I stick that down. Oh, I like that. Okay. Let's go say there. Where's my, there we go. Lovely, look at that. Doesn't that look good? So it's like a little faux letter or something in there, isn't it? Let's have a little peek. That's okay inside. Lovely. Yes, that looks like it's already in there. So what should we do this side? Should we just stick whatever on here? Let's pour this out. Let's just sort of pour this out. Should we put something on this one first and then something over the top? I think that's probably a good idea. Could put this one on there, couldn't we? That would fit. Or just the plain one. I don't know, I quite like the roses on here. So let's put that on here. That's going to go up like that. There we go. Okay, so it doesn't matter about this side because we're going to cover that up anyway. So I'm going to just stick this piece on. Stick this down. There we go. Lovely, so everything is stuck. I just want to wait until that's dry just a little bit before I start bending that. And then we need another piece to go over here, don't we? Now I've got, oh, there's my pencil, that's what I was looking for. What shall we have? Don't need a piece of card. That's lovely, isn't it? Oh, I've got another piece of this. I do like that. Doesn't quite fit. Should we just have this one with writing on? I'm going to have to cut that down, aren't I? What shall we go for? Unless I just go for a piece of this. That would look quite nice on there, wouldn't it? Will that go with that? Not that it really matters whether it goes or not. Actually, I quite like it with a tree. Let's do that. could actually make it so we have a bigger top pocket in there, couldn't we? Or what we're going to stick on here, not sure yet. Let's see, let's just do this. Where's my bone folder gone? Let's just push that down. Gosh, I'm losing everything now. Hidden in, where's my ruler? Oh, here it is. Hidden in bits of paper. Okay. And then that is just going to sit on there like that. Perfect. What a mishmash of papers. I shouldn't really say mishmash, because eclectic. That's what I should say. There we go. Perfect. And then this is going to sit in there like that. Let's ink round here. I'm going to find the middle of this bit. I'm going to get my circle punch, pop a little notch in here like that, and I'm going to have a small pocket at the top. So I think I'm going to sew around this one, but I'm going to have a pocket to here. So this is, so you don't have things that go all the way underneath. I'm going to have a pocket probably to about here. So I'm going to actually fold that like that. So then I'm going to glue along this line. So this top bit will be a pocket. And I'm going to bring that, actually I'll bring that down a little bit. So then we've got a pocket here. So I can glue this bit on here. Then if I want to stick anything major on here, this is actually stuck to the back. Yes, that's what I'm going to do. Shall I sew along here? Yes, I'm going to just sew along this little bit here. I might actually sew all around this bit just to make it look a little bit different to the rest. Okay, 2 seconds. Okay, so there we go. I've just gone all the way around it. I've just sewn all the way around it like that. So I quite like that. It looks really nice. So what I'm going to do is glue up until here. So make sure I've got enough glue in here. Okay, lovely. Let's stick this down. Stick it in the right place. So that's all stuck down nicely, and then what we need to do then, just turn it around this way so I can, no, I need to turn it around this way just so I can glue it a little bit better. Well, I'm going to pop a nice thin line along here, just so we've got a straight line along the bottom, and then up the side. And up this side. Okay. Then you can just stick that down. Lovely. Goes along there. Get rid of that glue. Okay. Look at that. I do like that. I'm going to forget where all my pockets are, aren't I? So, how did we do that? That goes in there, that goes in there. Ta-da! Love it. Absolutely love it. Right, so we weren't going to do that. We will do this. That looks lovely, doesn't it? So now we need to just pop something on this one. Oh, sticky gluey fingers. Shall we match the other side? Use up this little piece? We could, couldn't we? Got brown on there. I think I need another colour. I think I might, what did I use in the middle of that? I quite like this for the middle. Because I'm not quite sure what I'm going to do. I could actually stick that whole thing on there. Decisions. But this is the piece we're working on at the moment, so I need to put something on there. Got this little piece. That could go on there, couldn't it? Actually, I quite like that bit. I like that rose. Let's just bend that up. I think I might have to, I think I can tear that. There we go. Just a little bit this side. Just that much. Okay. Turn this little bit off. Okay, let's just ink this up. Perfect. So shall we just stick that on? That looks good, doesn't it? A little bit of glue. Sorry, I'm a bit low. Stick that on. Perfect. Lovely. Now we just need to do this inside bit. So shall I stick that down to make a pocket, or shall we just have like a side pocket where we can actually pop something a little bit bigger in, which is quite nice, isn't it? I think I will like it like that, but we need to sort of like fill up that whole piece. I suppose I could stick that on there. Doesn't matter if it's sideways, does it? No, I think that's okay. Let's turn it over this way. Oops, if I can pick it up. Pop that in. Gonna pull it out just a little bit and then just tear that off. Oh gosh, if I can get my nails underneath. Okay, that worked lovely. And all I need to do here, I quite like those roses on there. Let's turn it up this way. Not that it really matters. Turn that down. And then this can go at the bottom, can't it? And then we've got these lovely rosy bits at the top. And that can just that fit in there. Just about. Is that hanging over the side? No, not really. Not really, is it? Gosh, I've got so much stuff on my table. Okay guys, my camera went a bit funny again then. So this is probably because it's a long video, so I do apologise it's so long. I will just finish off a few bits and then I will have to have a part 2. So I will carry on with this and do another video. So let's just quickly pop this on. Like this, and maybe I will get a few bits together ready next time so it won't be so long. But this is just a good play, isn't it? See how I sort of like make it up as I go along. Is it this way round I had it? I can't remember. So let's just stick that on. I'm going to turn it around this way. Just squeeze that down. Let's just squeeze that down in there. Like that. There we go. Lovely, lovely. So let's see, where are we? If I can remember how this actually folds up. Like that. I am loving this. So I wonder if I could have put a little, attached something on there to tie round. We will find a closure. So this is, that's the back, that's the front. That opens up. I will have a look and see what else we can do with this, because this was quite a long video, wasn't it? And I will do something in this bit. So I had a piece of card here somewhere. I don't know where that's gone. Here it is. This is the piece I think I will pop in the middle. So what I might do, I might just cover this while before we do the next video. I might cover this one and do this page, and then what we will do, we will add all sorts of little bits and pieces to it. So I will add a few more pockets and little tucks and things to go in here, and then we will be ready. So I will show you what we're doing next time. So I will be ready. All right guys, well thank you so much for joining me. I'm loving it. I absolutely love that. So that was a nice made up as we went along. So there we go guys. Thank you so much for joining me. Please take care, stay safe, and I will see you next time. All right guys, bye bye.